Today on Schmoedown, we have two brand new players debuting in the singles division, and it's also Team KOrruption versus the Finstock Exchange, or aka the 10 Horsemen, because the 5 Horsemen are now gone. R.I.P. 5 Horsemen. Hope y'all didn't buy the shirt. Oh well, there's always next year for the 5 Horsemen to come back. Today we've got Klee Wiggins taking on the Barbarian, or as I like to call him, Mr. CCCC. That's right, Mr. CCCC. 4 C's. Chevy Camaro Chinchilla Charmer. That's right. So Klee Wiggins versus Mr. CCCC. Who's going to come out on top today? Well, let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the movie trivia Schmoedown. Welcome back. Okay, so the Barbarian versus Klee Wiggins. Mr. CCCC versus Klee Wiggins. I have a hard time calling the Barbarian because I'm sure the Barbarian was trademarked somewhere in some wrestling organization at some point, whether it be WCW or the WWF or something. You would think that the Barbarian would have been trademarked. Let's hope Klee Wiggins has not been trademarked, because then Klee Wiggins might be in some trouble if she ever competes in any other division. We don't want Schmoedown to be copyrighted because Klee Wiggins got copyrighted and trademarked by somebody. But hopefully we're all going to be fine. So, Klee Wiggins versus Mr. CCCC. Obviously we have no background about either of these players coming in. They're coming in completely new. No experience or exposure to what they can do whatsoever. So, this really can make this match very entertaining, very fun, and unlike the Star Wars match, I'm actually going to try and play along because there might actually be some questions in this division that I actually might know the answers to, unlike the Star Wars division. I think I got, 3 right in the last match. Not that anybody would know. I think only about 5 people actually saw that video. Kind of hard to get nominated when nobody watches your stuff. So, can't wait to become a 4-time Schmoedown Award never nominated her. Only you all can make that happen by pretending I don't exist. So, that you have the easy job. I've got the lesser easy job. Just crying in my bed when, once again, I'm shamed for not being recognized and noticed, even though all the other reactors will think it's a damn shame and a travesty. But, oh well. What are they talking about? Everyone knows that I'm completely irrelevant. So, I'm done insulting myself. Let's find out what these players have in store for JTH and how much better they are than JTH. So, let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, no pre-credit intro. Shh, I can just do that right off the bat. Still got that foxtail over his shoulder. Oh, he did the... Hello, Mark. Hello, Ken. Ken, are you a 0? I hope he's not... Oh, no, it's something else. I was going to say, Ken's not a 0.
We advise you to be prepared. However,
be prepared.
Because we've never seen these competitors before.
You know, Mark, it's always a dream being here.
It's kind of like the O's O, and they both have something in common. 0 and they stink.
Stadium, Tom Seaver throwing for the Reds today. Happy to be here with you, but
Tom Seaver
I don't
reference.
know what to say about this match. We got 2 competitors.
They brought up the Reds. They'll never bring up the O's, even though he's a O's fan. But he's smart. He keeps it secret, unlike me. I'm just
excited to have new competitors bringing in.
Beat myself up over it all the time.
Vampire, because I'm salivating at the thought of new blood. Now one competitor.
New blood, blah blah.
Follow her on her social media at Klee the Pimp.
Yep.
It is Klee the Pimp Wiggins is going to be
Klee the Pimp.
A Barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One half of
We
the
don't want to
West
watch
Tag
a
Team
Barbarian. We want to
today.
watch
This
the
is
Barbarian.
Here, part of the
It's kind of like a
Finstock
Incredible Hulk.
Exchange.
Don't want to see a
And
Incredible
that
Hulk.
is,
I want to see
that
the
is-
Incredible Hulk.
That itself brings in an added factor. If you got Bobby Gucci in your side, that means one of two things. One, you probably got some stolen goods in your car you don't know about. And two, he brings that kind of chaotic edge to the match.
He brings that panache, but then on the other side of the ledger, you look at Klee the Pimp Wiggins. She is represented by the Queen of Corruption, Shannon Barney. She's in that faction. So this is as much corruption and then the Finstock.
Oh, yeah. We had to take that off because that's not relevant anymore. Sorry, Bonnie. Your run in Corruption, I wish could have been a little bit longer.
Now you could land a helicopter right on top of my head from space. But
Oh, that's mean.
Here is the thing. Shannon came into Corruption, and she could not be contained on the sidelines. She is passionate about the Schmoedown. She's knowledgeable about the Schmoedown. Anything that Mike Kalinowski got, Shannon probably helped him get, and now she's here to lead Corruption. And I got to tell you, I'll put the past behind me as a broadcast journalist here and saying I'm excited to see what she can do with Corruption.
What
Good
a
move.
Professional you have become. Let's see how the newbies are on the mic with their pre-show interview. Let's see what they had to say.
Let's see what they have to say.
I'm Craig, I'm the Barbarian. Hey.
Oh, that's right. I thought I remembered him.
Are you really?
You gotta draft me.
Really? The exchange needs an action hero. I'm gonna go with the Barbarian.
I couldn't remember if I'd heard them bring up his name or not. I didn't hear an actual name.
Here we are. Season 7, chock full of rookies and chock full of veterans. We here at the Finstock Exchange have a couple of newcomers, one being the man right next to me.
This Barbarian guy, I've heard some pretty good things about him. He could be another strong player.
Now we're playing Wiggins. Her first name escapes me.
Klee.
Klee. Like K-L-E-E or?
I was told there'd be no spelling.
Okay, oh yeah, cool.
Listen, the queen is in again. And if there's one thing that you already know about Corruption, is that we bounce back. We don't quit. We don't stop. We take our losses in stride, and we move on. We got a lock on IG. We got a lock on teams. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Klee Wiggins to lock us down in singles.
I mean, I don't like to brag, but
Please do.
I'm amazing.
She's in trouble, and she's managed by Corruption. They had a terrible draft.
They were also told there'd be no spelling.
Yeah, that's true too.
I think you think what you think I
True
know,
that.
but you don't actually know.
And we have a little message for the Barbarian. I've got a savage on my team, okay? Bottom line is she's going to make you look civilized after this.
What happens is, a lot of people think they're really good until we come in and prove they're not. Hence the Truth Serum, the Finstock Exchange, aka the Truth Serum Deliverers. Good luck.
Bye.
Well, there was nothing more true in those promos than when Shannon said, "We take our losses in stride and we move on." And by move on, we mean we ship the losers out.
I have confidence from both the Barbarian and Klee the Pimp. I think that they maybe haven't been in this situation before, but they know the game. They've studied. They've watched old matches, and they're ready to let their moment shine. Do you have any sense as to what they're good at?
Yeah, I did speak to them before, and yeah, they're both of them. I'll say this:
Stuff.
both of them are pretty confident.
Point for me.
They're new to this, but they've studied this. Kind of like me, my first trip to the Sizzler all-you-can-eat salad bar. I watched for about a month before I went in first.
That's smart.
And you kind of know your way around. But I asked Barbarian, I said, "What are your strengths?" He
The
said,
hair,
right bicep,
the
left
guns.
bicep. Also, Oscar
Yeah,
moves.
no,
So
screws.
we're gonna
These
probably have a
guns.
push-up
Yeah,
contest later. Klee, the Pimp Wiggins, she.
I didn't want to show it off because it would have made the camera explode.
90s, two of my favorite decades. So she brings those strengths to the Schmoedown.
You mean if you're not a competitor screaming into the mic, are you even in the Schmoedown? We're about to find out. Ken, you
What, was
ready
that a
to get
Captain
going?
Obvious thing?
I am ready, sir.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Yay! If you're not screaming into a
And now I
microphone,
turn it over
are
to
you
the
really playing in
Schmoedown,
Schmoedown?
the man who will tell you get a
Thanks, Captain
swing,
Obvious.
and Sammy's around
You're
the
welcome.
corner from the ballpark. Ken Knapsack for the introduction.
Introducing first.
Introducing first. Representing Corruption. With a record of 0 wins and 0 defeats, making her debut in the movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Division. Accompanied to the arena by her manager, the Queen of Corruption, Shannon Barney, This is Klee the Pimp Wiggins!
Shannon Barney encouraging the crowd to bow down.
Look at
The crowd has a conundrum. I think they want to boo Shannon, but they want to cheer Klee, so
I
it's a
think
little
so.
bit of
I think
mixed
so.
bag.
Klee walking out again with that confidence.
I like that glass of champagne too. She's got a Star
Yeah.
Wars shirt.
Somebody was going to bring up the
Go here.
champagne. It was
And
just
I
a matter
could
of which one it
probably,
was.
Start sipping on some of that sauce myself.
Absolutely, I've been doing that since 10
Awesome
yes.
salsa, man.
And her opponent, also making his debut in the movie Trivia Schmoedown Singles Division, representing the Finstock Exchange and being accompanied to the arena by his manager, Bobby Gucci.
Bob Finstock, Tom Dagnino, whatever he wants to be this week.
Barbarian!
And no surprise here. Maybe Dagnino dressed more like the Barbarian as he has no shirt under that
Wait a minute.
windbreaker jogger. There's the
There's the
Barbarian. Look at
beautiful
that
hair.
head of hair.
Beautiful hair.
Mr.
That's what I had when I was a rock
Chevy Camaro Chinchilla
Right
Charmer.
away.
The Barbarian, it appears it too.
Maybe the Barbarian does sound a bit better.
Yeah.
On his way into the studio.
From this angle, it looked like Sweetums from the Muppet movie, chasing them down the street going to Hollywood. Oh,
Wait, I want to come with you.
Did not.
Oh, man, not again.
Kill him. All right, both competitors out on the table. Mr. Ellis.
All right, as the managers go to their respective corners, it is now up to me to read the rules of round number 1 to these new competitors.
Wait,
round
get
number
a
1
rules?
field. We'll hear 8 questions from 8 different categories of movie.
My
trivia,
cat
photo,
fell in the
and
grip.
know-how.
Man,
Each
we're
question
starting
is
off
worth
oh
1
so
point.
grand.
There is no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number 1. As soon as
Put
we ask
the
a question,
cat
you have 15
on
seconds
the
to
marker.
write down your best attempt at an
Yay.
answer on the whiteboard in front of you. Once we ask you by name,
Sounds
or
simple,
nickname,
but I've
to reveal
already
your
messed it
answer,
up
please
once.
Show what you wrote on the whiteboard to the camera. At the same time, you verbalize your answer into the microphone.
I can make
Each
anything look
competitor has
hard.
3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. If you're not sure you heard a question correct, you want to buy yourself another 15 seconds, use a JTE rule. You also each have 1 challenge to be issued by your manager should you not like the way a question was ruled. All right, Barbarian, are you and I'm going to just say Elvis
Foxtail.
prepared for the match?
Elvis and I are always ready to rock.
Elvis?
Very well spoken for a Barbarian.
Oh,
Blah.
All right. And Klee the Pimp Wiggins, you ready to go here?
Yes.
All right,
she's
then,
ready.
Ken, I think it's my turn to say it's time to Schmoedown!
Yay!
Time for the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and as we kick off with question number 1, that is going to be in the world of action-adventure movies. And your question is, what film in the Mission Impossible franchise was directed by Pixar filmmaker Brad Bird? We need the actual subtitle of the movie.
you know, that could.
Not the number of the film. There's been a lot of these
There's been-
Mission: Impossible pictures.
5, 4, 3, 2.
JTE.
Okay,
I
was
can
it?
repeat
We'll
the question.
We'll count that.
question?
We'll count
Okay.
that.
Thank
What
you.
film in the
Thank you,
Mission
Pimp.
Impossible franchise was
Now, it
directed
won't look
by
like
Pixar
Drek when I say
filmmaker
it.
Brad Bird.
Even though I don't think it's right anyway.
Could be, you know, you don't be shy with those JT rules, is what I would say. Use them
Barbarian
when
is petting Elvis heavily,
Oh, that's
and I find
that's
it off-putting.
Elvis. I didn't know who
5,
Elvis was.
4, 3.
I'm going to say
2,
Mission Impossible
and 1.
Rogue
Hands are
Nation.
Down, looking for answers, starting with Barbarian.
Ghost Protocol.
That is correct.
Ow.
Lee.
Oh, I said Ghost Protocol.
All right,
That
there it is.
Great. Please on the board.
She even wrote down Mission Impossible to remind us about the question. Thank you for that, Klee.
Yeah,
Move on to
I
one
put
of your
MI.
releases, Ken, what do we got?
Yay.
Second question comes in the category of new releases. New releases. Will Smith plays an assassin and his clone in
Oh,
which
shoot, what's the name of that
2019
movie?
Thriller.
Is there anyone you'd rather hang out with more than Will Smith? Can you name 5 people you'd rather spend an afternoon with?
He'd be 3. DJ Jazzy Jeff probably 2.
God darn
and
it.
Uncle Phil on there as well.
No Jeffrey the Butler love.
The something.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
The-
Hands are down. Looking for answers. Starting with Klee.
Gemini Man.
Oh,
That is
Nailed
correct.
it.
Gemini Man.
And the Barbarian.
And we got
Ang Lee's Gemini Man.
All right.
That's
Well
right.
done.
It's on the tip of my
Klee
tongue. I
looking
couldn't
good.
remember.
Barbarian looking good.
All right.
Maybe if I had
3-2 so
seen
far.
it,
We
I
move
would have
on to the
remembered the
category of
answer.
Dramas. And your question, who stars as Dick Cheney in the 2018 film Vice? Dick Cheney, of course, shot a man in the face.
Yeah. And
went hunting
and that was when
shot him right in the
politics
head.
were good. 5, 4, 3.
I long for the innocent
2,
days of hunting accidents.
1. Enter down. Barbarian. Look for answers.
The American Psycho Christian Bale.
This is true, Klee.
Yay!
UK's Batman.
Finally-
Christian Bale.
There it
Finally
is.
got one.
Look at this. 3-3.
I like this rivalry between the Barbarian and Klee with different monikers and references for each correct answer they've had
It's
so
like
far.
we're learning here. It's like VH1's pop-up video, but with the trivia questions.
I love that show.
All right.
Pop-up
Category number
video.
4. Question 4 is animated. Animated films. These are films as animated as Mark's jacket. What is the name? What is the name of Gaston's short-statured sidekick in Beauty and the Beast?
So long story boring. How did I get this jacket? One Joshua Hercules Makuga, who you can catch on the History Channel.
That's right. Hashtag eating history. 5.
Nice plug.
4.
I think I
3,
just butchered it.
two,
Shout out to Smoke.
LeFou?
and 1. Pens are down.
Is it
Looking for
LeFou?
starting with Klee.
I know I'm wrong, but I guessed.
That is incorrect.
Olaf.
Barbarian.
Beloved
You
snowman.
said that because he played Olaf.
Yeah, that's what I was
His
thinking.
name is LeFou.
Oh,
That is
Thank
you.
correct.
that is correct.
Something European.
It is LeFou.
Okay.
You're
I guess it
European,
was.
that's all
I guess it was
I care
spelled
about.
different.
All right. 4-3. 4-3, but Klee still very much in this game.
The Barbarian.
I pity
goes
LeFou.
through round number
Thank
1.
God for
That's
honest
points.
trailers that I
Next
remembered
category,
that.
which is fantasy/science fiction. And the question:
If it
who
was not
plays
for if it was
teenager
not
Kim
for
Boggs
honest trailers, I
in the
would
film
not have
Edward
been even
Scissorhands?
close.
Wade
Teenager
Boggs,
Kim
3,000
Boggs.
hit is a home run.
Kim
against
Boggs.
Tampa Bay Devil
Yeah.
Rays.
No,
he
no
made
Wade
26
Boggs
pieces
references,
of chicken for every
please.
game.
Rode off on a horse at Yankee Stadium.
5.
An actual
What?
live
Ridden
horse.
on a horse?
Would a Barbarian
He
do?
used
1.
coconuts.
Pens it down. Look for answers starting with the Barbarian.
The greatest person to ever watch a SAG Award speech, Winona Ryder.
All right.
That is correct.
That's
Klee
correct.
Wiggins.
Wino forever when I know Ryder.
That's right.
Says the young lady with the glass of champagne.
I love that.
Okay, so it is
Why
now 5-4.
no? Rhinoceros rider? No, that doesn't catch. How do they get all these? How do they get all these puns and they sound
Question
cool?
6 here comes in the category of comedies.
Ah!
I think they laugh harder when I do it.
Yeah, that's
laugh
what,
I think they laugh harder
that's
when
what
I
they
do
all
it.
say, Mark.
Because they're funny.
All right.
You learn something new
Question
every day.
number 6 in the
Too late.
category of
You ruined
comedies.
it. It's
Which
done.
actress swaps bodies with Lindsay Lohan in 2003's Freaky Friday?
Oddly worded question, isn't it?
You ever watch that Lindsay Lohan Beach Club in Mykonos show? I watched every episode twice.
Good Lord.
No, but I did see from
5,
Kelly to
4,
Justin, the American Idol
3,
film.
2, not as good. 1. Pens are down. We
I'll
are
know
looking
as soon as
for
I hear
answers,
it.
starting with Klee.
Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis.
She once yelled at me in an elevator at Comic-Con. That's true. Barbarian, yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Very true. 6-5.
Wow. All right, well, don't everybody...
But she was joking. Turns out we had a great exchange.
Everyone watching at home, I'm going to quickly ask the next question, then get 15 seconds more of this story. Your penultimate question in round number 1 comes from the world of horror/thriller movies.
Right.
And
Not gonna get
here
this
it
one.
is. Who stars as Nick Dunn in the David Fincher thriller Gone Girl? All right, so you and Jamie Lee Curtis.
She gets it.
What's
She
the
was,
hotel?
she was carrying the Andes. She was carrying her high heels. I said, beauty is pain. She says, that's what a stupid man would say. It was a great exchange. Then we laughed and had a good time.
Okay.
5.
Are you sure you both
4,
laughed at it?
3.
Okay.
Let's just
2,
go Pat
1.
Oswald.
Pens are down. Looking for answers starting with the Barbarian.
America's Batman, Ben Affleck.
That's right.
Klee Wiggins.
7 points.
Boston's greatest bad boy, Ben Affleck.
That's
All right.
right. I got a 7-6 game. 7-6 game.
I like the Ben
Barbarian.
Affleck. The crowd showing their applause for both competitors
Yeah,
here.
good match.
I could
good
never
match.
be that
Barbarian
clever.
Potentially
Because I'm not that funny.
We have a
1.
perfect game.
8th and final question, potentially. Category is 90s movies.
These are
90s
questions from the
movies.
1890s.
Who plays crop duster pilot Russell Case in Independence Day?
Do you think the term crop dusting in 2020 is known more for farming or for tooting?
According to my dad, it's all about the toots.
Okay. Your dad, who is a fan of Jack in the Box.
And crop dusting. 5, 4.
One
I
usually
can't.
gets the other.
I can't
2, 1.
pick his
Pass down
name.
for answer, starting with Klee.
Oh, my favorite conspiracy theorist, Randy Quaid.
That's right.
An American treasure. Did
Barbarian.
Elvis or the Barbarian have it?
For a
It
perfect
was
round.
also Elvis's favorite conspiracy theorist, Randy
We got a
Quaid.
perfect round.
Wow.
No conspiracy here, Mark. We got a
I've
perfect round
heard
for
his name
Barbarian.
over and over and
Klee
over
Wiggins
again.
with a great rookie showing 7 points. in
And I
round
can
number one.
never
The
remember his
Barbarian,
name.
A perfect round. So
Randy
a
Quaid.
question will be
Randy
asked just for
Quaid.
Barbarian. You don't need to write this
Quaid.
one down. You can just
Quaid.
answer at your ready within 15 seconds. This bonus question for a 2-point lead over.
So what
Klee
was
Wiggins
that?
Going into round number
2 out of 8.
Actor
I'm
co-stars
back
with
on
Kate
my
Beckinsale
game.
as the lead of 2001's Serendipity.
Beckinsale actually getting
John
younger.
Cusack.
That is.
I'd like to
correct.
challenge.
That
He
is
had
put it in
outside
the
help
Barbarian's ear,
from
and
Mr.
we go
Chinchilla.
9-7 with a perfect round
Come
for the
on.
Barbarian.
Come on.
Whew,
I'm
and
not,
it's
I
gonna
can't
happen
be
in
the
round
only
number
one that
2.
saw that.
Absolutely. Wheel round. We got a Schmoedown Patreon sponsorship coming in. This is where it gets really interesting here in round number 2.
These are always fun. So round number 2 is known as the wheel round, and on the wheel, so graciously provided by Alex Marzonia, Tom Hanks is a sponsored wheel slice by one of our many great patrons. Thanks to all of our Movie Trivia Schmoedown patrons. If someone spins the Tom Hanks slice, we will say the name of that mystery sponsor. So as we look at the landscape of this match,
What about
Barbarian
the overall wheel
control with a
sponsors? I haven't heard any of them in a while.
Sir, would you like to spin first or defer to Klee the Pimp Wiggins?
I will spin first.
Here comes the Barbarian with the spin.
Going to put the pressure on. That's,
I asked the Finstock exchange brokers how I should spin the wheel. They voted and said, like a discus at the Olympics.
Okay. I didn't realize that we called the Finstock exchange members brokers.
Yeah, it's true.
Of course.
An action stronger than
The
words.
stock.
Let's get to it.
It's generally what happens with your money when you invest.
Ugh.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. It doesn't have to be a hard spin. Just something to get us going.
That's a good
here.
spin.
What a dainty touch by the
Dollar.
Barbarians.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ken, I spy some new wheel slices on there, including Eddie Murphy.
Really?
And the Barbarian spins another new slice of Coen Brothers. Do you want to keep it?
Brothers. We're going to need an answer.
He is going to keep
the Coen Brothers.
The Coen Brothers. And as the Barbarian returns to his chair, I'll remind each competitor that in round 2, you're going to hear 4 questions from each category.
There is a penalty for a wrong answer.
Ask us for multiple choice. At that point, the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, stealing is available in round number 2.
Yes,
All right, Barbarian,
he
you
did it again.
selected
There is a
Coen
penalty.
Brothers smattering of films, and I'm going to provide that for you right now. For 2 points, your first question, the wild, wacky, wonderful world of the Coens is... Who plays Maud Lebowski in The Big Lebowski?
Five, 4.
Julianne Moore.
2 points.
2 points there.
When is somebody going to challenge that he's getting outside help
All right, your next
from
question.
the fox on
What
his
Coen
shoulder?
Brothers film focuses on the character Larry Gobnick, a college professor whose life unravels during the 1960s. I think he took a bite out of the animal.
Best Picture nominee, A Serious Man.
He got 2 more points for that one, and he's perfect in round number 2 as well. All right, Barbarian / Elvis, your next question, your penultimate one in round number 2. In the film Raising Arizona, Nicolas Cage's character steals what brand of diaper from a liquor store?
Pampers.
Huggies.
Seemed to be some disagreement with him and Elvis, but he did get Huggies correct.
Okay. It was either that or, yeah, it was either that or Pampers. I can't think of any other diaper brand.
All right, one more question in the world of the Coen Brothers for a perfect round number 2. In the film No Country for Old Men, Josh Brolin's character finds a satchel which holds how much money after stumbling onto a drug deal gone wrong?
5, 4.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, $500,000, B, $1 million, C, $2 million, or D, $5 million?
C.
$2 million is correct, and that
One
is
more.
another correct answer.
Well
For the
done.
Barbarian.
16-7.
He only had to check the multiple choice once. He got all 4 questions correct in some
Yep.
form or another, and that is a daunting task for Klee Wiggins to now step up to the wheel and have a spin. So here comes Klee, and this is
It doesn't come off.
going to have to be a nice sportsmanship there by the Barbarian. The wheel does
Yeah.
stay on.
Klee's wearing my old Han Solo leggings.
I do like those. It's a Star Wars kind of day here at the studio.
It is.
And as it spins around, it could be the Coen brothers. So
Coen
we will
brothers.
just respin.
You should take that as a good one.
Yeah, you just get a free respin as Tom Dagnino crosses.
Yeah. Why did the Dagnino cross the road?
All right,
Light
and round it
light
goes.
spin.
It looks like it's Drew Barrymore films.
She is gonna. All right.
You do have a mulligan if you'd like to spin again. Klee Wiggins born on the same date as Drew Barrymore.
She's gonna go again. The spin is in. The rotations count.
There's her spin.
We've got some. Oh, almost would have.
It is
Oscar
the
films.
Oscars.
All right.
She
all
didn't seem
right.
too thrilled with that.
Oscar is about to ask Klee Wiggins 4 questions about his ceremony.
That's
A show that still has no
what the
host.
Wheel round is. Do you go for what you think you might know or take a risk for the second spin? See if it pays off for Klee. The Pimp. 4 questions in the category of Oscars, Klee. You do have multiple choice. And 2 JTs remaining. First question. Nicolas Cage has won his only Oscar for which film?
Leaving Las Vegas.
That's a 2-point answer there for Klee.
It's a darn good Sheryl Crow tune as well.
Leaving Las Vegas. Second question. Michael Keaton received his only Oscar nomination for what film?
Birdman.
2 more
Yeah,
points.
that's right.
Please on fire. We're going so fast, I forgot to remind folks that I'll be leaving Las Vegas March 8th because I'm performing there March 6th.
Hey, that's.
Ah.
Can I come?
Sure.
All right.
Sure,
Third
you're probably
question out of
performing there.
4
Forgot.
here. Who won an Academy Award for playing Edwin Hoover in Little Miss Sunshine?
Alan Arkin.
2 more
Ooh.
points for Klee.
Well done.
She knows her stuff.
All right. All right. We're going to say your 4th and final question will be this. What was the first musical to win Best Picture?
Multiple choice.
It's a West Side Story.
A,
No.
An American in Paris. B,
West Side
The
Story.
Broadway Melody. C, Gigi. D, West Side Story.
West Side Story.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The Broadway melody.
That's a steal for the
Oh.
Barbarian.
Wow. He
And
didn't
that
even
ends
need
that
the
round.
options again. That's
He
a
didn't need 'em.
huge steal. Klee having a great round until that last stumble, but she remains competitive with the Barbarian. It's only 4 points separate.
I should have known that wasn't
Into
that
round
wasn't
number
right
three. The
because as soon as
Barbarian,
I start
not sure to
thinking
throw a
West
question
Side
at him that
Story
he
in my
doesn't
head,
know, and
it
Klee
can't be the
hanging right
answer.
there, almost stride for stride.
I'll tell you what, she's shown a lot of skill here in her first match, but so does the Barbarian as we go into the decisive 3rd round.
Maybe Klee should have brought her pet badger to whisper answers into her.
Badger, where?
I don't
It is a-
steal fur from my grandmother.
It is a chinchilla, and this was a gift.
We don't have a ruling on
There's a
whether it's
foxtail,
one of his
and
other family members.
they
So
all
we'll
look
move on
cool.
to round number 3. In round number 3, each competitor is going to give us a series of 3 numbers. These numbers can range from 1 to 20. Each number you give us corresponds to a different category of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how. Your first question's worth 2 points. Your next one's worth 3 points. Your last one, should we make it that far, is worth 5 big points. No stealing.
Big points as
no
opposed to
multiple choice
5
in
little
round number
points.
3. So because Eddie and Barbarian have the lead, they're going to give us their
Elvis.
3 numbers first. What do I call him, Eddie? All right. Well, he's probably not real anyway.
Oh,
your 3 numbers.
blasphemy!
I'm sorry,
Disrespectful!
Elvis is very real.
Erroneous!
I'll go with 17 for my current score. I will go with 1982 for the year Conan the Barbarian came out.
Okay, that's
No.
19.
No, 1982.
The numbers have to range from 1 to 20. They can't be dates that you're a fan of.
2.
That'll work, and one more number.
2011, or just 11, I guess.
We can just do
For the
11.
for the year that Crap Fest, that
17
remake came out.
17, 2, and 11.
17, 2, and 11.
Well,
Klee.
that was way more complicated than it should have been.
3, 18, and 6.
But on the positive side, he did pick 2, so that means he's obligated to win now. See, debut match, and he already knows the drill. Pick 2 and you win. Unless you don't, then of course, that's on me. Might be.
And what do you know? That corresponds to Oscar movies.
Hey, look at that.
And your question for 2 points. What Best Picture winning film was directed by
Shape of Water.
Del Toro?
Shape of Water, wasn't it? Or was it not?
5, 4, 3.
JTE, more time. What? Repeat the question. How does it go?
You
just ran off. You just said your 3 repeats right in a row.
What Best Picture winning film was directed by Guillermo del Toro?
It's The Shape of Water, isn't it? Not that crazy, am I?
Pan's Labyrinth.
Looking for The Shape of Water.
Oh,
The Shape of
I don't.
Water.
Thank God.
Very nice of you to offer your.
I didn't think I was that crazy.
Move on to Klee's next question. We're going to stick with Klee here for 3 points, and this could pull her to within 1 of the Barbarians' score. Klee, you selected number 18, and that corresponds to biopics.
Oh dear.
And your question is: name 2, just 2, of the actors portraying the members of NWA in the film Straight Outta Compton.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. and
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm a bad black person. I didn't see that movie.
And that's going to be it. Sorry, you did get O'Shea Jackson Jr. We also needed Corey Hawkins, Jason Mitchell, Aldous Dodge, or Neil Brown Jr. to round out.
I knew it was another junior in there.
Comes down to this here. Comes down to this
was
here, Mark.
one more junior in there.
Junior.
So now can we
Maybe it
finally
was
find
Henry
ourselves at a
Jones
potential
Jr.
TKO spot because Klee, if she gets this 5-point question right, she's actually going to have a lead on the Barbarian and force him to answer questions in round number 3. If she misses it, the win goes to the Barbarian and Edgar.
The Barbarian that I'm sure must be trademarked and copyrighted by something.
Klee, you selected number 6 for your 5-point question.
Yes, I did.
Let's give you the lead if you get it right.
Okay.
And it's in the category of new releases.
No, I actually picked 1.
And your question. 5 points. Which actress plays Alita in the 2019 film Alita Battle Angel?
You asked me who works a McDonald's drive-thru. Let's see.
5, 4.
Is there multiple choice in this round?
There's no multiple choice.
No.
You have 1 JDE rule remaining.
That's it.
And
it's your winner by way of technical knockout, the Barbarian.
Rosa Salazar.
Rosa Salazar.
Rosa Salazar.
And the Barbarian rose and Salazar, his opponent.
But I think,
Terrible pun. I give that 1.5 out of 10.
Kind of stunned as to what they just witnessed. It appeared to be some sort of go for answering most of the questions correct.
Yeah.
The Barbarian comes
Yeah.
out on top.
When is somebody going to challenge that? I can't be the only one that has thought of that first. Someone needs to challenge for outside help. He got outside
He did
help.
not miss the question. He didn't get his last 3. Didn't need them, but he did not miss the question. Did take some multiple choice in round 2, but that's always a smart play sometimes. So perfect so far. That's pretty good way to start.
And he knows how to play the game. He got a nice steal there. And like you said, for Klee Wiggins, great round number 1, great round number 2, and then just got the wrong questions at the wrong time for round number 3, resulting in a TKO for the Barbarian.
Yep.
Your thoughts on the Barbarian moving forward? I think
He's
might be
pretty
somebody
good.
feared in the league.
Back to you,
He might
Mark.
be feared, maybe because of rabies.
Hi, Mark.
I
Maybe
was going to
because
say
of his
outside
knowledge.
of the desk.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, with Finstock, Bobby Gucci, Tom in his corner, whatever it may be that day, that hour.
That's my line.
A formidable contender here in the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
And now we're going to have an interview with both the winner and the loser of today's match with the great Jen Sturger. Jen, it's all yours.
Thanks so much, guys. I'm backstage with Finstock and, of course, the Barbarian. Finstock, you've got to be feeling pretty good about this new recruit. I know Christian was really, really hot on this guy going into the draft, and I guess you must have seen something in him that was like, this might be my
He's a
new
winner.
guy.
First of all, I see.
I always see winners.
Second of all, it goes to show that great nicknames don't win ball games. Klee the Pimp played really well, but this guy over here is the best, okay? He's the best rookie to come out of the stable. When he fell into my lap in the 7th round, I was like, what dummies other managers are. I know what you're probably thinking. Where did I get this Atlanta hat?
That's not at all what I wasn't thinking that at all. But
I got it from the Paul Wallace Hauser.
that was an unfortunate slip up.
Yeah, bad one.
Yeah.
Anyway, that being said,
Sorry.
look,
R.I.P. Paul.
you saw what he did here today. We knew what this guy was. And to answer your question, yes, everybody was high on him. I couldn't believe he fell that far. When that dope Robert Meyer Burnett drafted the Warfather, I mistakenly thought it was him, which would have been a real issue. And I would have traded for him and got him before, he obviously played a game. But look, this is just another guy in the Finstock exchange. I mean, we got the top 4 guys in the league as it is. This guy might be number 5. We'll see.
To be able to come out of the block though, and to
You mean
have
you're number
your
6?
first game
You already got
with
5.
misses, I mean, that's got to give you some confidence moving forward.
You know, all the confidence I need in this world, I get from 2 people, Elvis and this man right here, Tom Dagnino.
I don't know which part of that equation is stranger at this point.
When I first showed up at the Schmoedown to introduce myself, I met several managers. Most of them blew me off, didn't take a second to talk to me. But this man right here, Tom Dagnino, he saw what I had. He told me, I'm going to draft you, and he did. And now, the Finstock exchange, the rich got richer. Greed is great.
So do you bathe that, or,
How dare you ask that?
It's just curious. I couldn't tell if it was it or Finstock. Anyways, congratulations, guys, on your first victory in the league. Definitely not the last, and I cannot wait to see this new crop of competitors that we have coming up in this league, because I think there's going to be a lot of surprises for all of us. Anyways, back to the desk.
All right, Jen, thanks for asking that question about bathing Elvis. I have the same query myself, Ken. Maybe we'll figure it out in a future match down the road.
I don't have to bathe Elvis. Elvis just goes home. Ah, Men in Black quote. Gotta love that.
2020, Tom does his due diligence.
How many people are we going to put on the Rookie of the Year ballot this year? We're going to put 25 people on the ballot? It's going to be a
more latter, but
it's going to be a
again,
hard decision to make this year.
He might have a collection of dead ferrets in his Camry, but who doesn't?
Not I.
We have another new potential star that was on the losing end.
I might have a dead ferret in my trunk. It's called my golf game.
Klee Wiggins, join now.
I've got about
Jen,
4 of them.
The mood over there?
Got about 4
The mood
bad jokes a game.
is around is always still elevated. It all is still very encouraging, despite having lost. Because Klee, that was a pretty great performance considering that was your first time out of the gate. And I was just wondering, did the lights get to you? Was it just kind of learning the whole ropes of the game?
No, that's not any of it.
Was it the bubbly in your hand?
No, I drink all day, all the time. It was literally like the stuff I didn't know, I just didn't know. Like, I feel like the Barbarian didn't win, I lost. Because the stuff I didn't know, I just didn't know. I knew, like, the water, like the Guillermo del Toro question, I knew it was some water. Something about water. A fish a dude. But, sorry, I didn't mean to say that.
Don't worry, I didn't hear it.
Has relations with a human.
It was consensual.
Yes, consensual relations, but I couldn't remember, and I couldn't just say, like, something about water. So I said the other movie that I thought he might have won for, which was Pan's Labyrinth. Well, you win some, you lose some. But it is not the lights. I'm a G.
I love it. I'm a G. Now, I saw you spun away from Drew Barrymore. Do you regret that at all?
No, I think I would have done the same. I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Did today show you any kind of like gamesmanship things that you could improve on as far as like, learning the rules of the game? I saw you kind of go, do I get multiple choice on this? Do I not? Does that kind of stuff play into that? Like, is that something that you guys are going to work on going forward, Shannon?
We're absolutely going to work on it. We have tons of stuff to work on. There's always room for improvement. We went over everything, but yeah, it's your first game. First game right out the bat. And by the way, she stepped up to the plate because the people that were supposed to play didn't show up to do their job. But Klee, the Pimp Wiggins, showed up to do the job.
I was here to observe, camera ready.
Wow. That's super impressive when you know that kind of stuff. Way to throw everyone under the bus, too, while you're at it, Shannon. Anyways, Klee, this is nothing to hang your head about. Today was an absolutely great performance, and I am really excited for you, Shannon, because despite having kind of a disadvantage in the draft, you seem to have found some real diamond in the roughs.
That's my specialty. How do you think I got this crown? It's not an accident, people.
You heard it here first, guys. Back to the desk.
Ken, can we fact check? Is that crown actually made out of diamonds?
It absolutely is.
I do know one thing.
Expense. Look,
It's
Corruption
red.
off to a little bit of a rocky start here in 2020. Whatever. I'm not over there. I don't know what's going on in those clubhouse meetings.
You used to be.
I'm going to be interested when the free for all rolls around. It's Speak of the Devil, an Atlanta live show, and then the free for all next month.
I think she'll find her footing here.
There's nearly 100 people now in Schmoedown, and there's supposed to be, I believe, 40 players again this year in the free for all. How are you gonna shrink the list down to 40 people? My God, that's gonna be very, very crazy.
Corruption will find themselves who they are, how to answer questions.
Could we potentially have some qualifying matches to assure appearances in the free for all this year? That's gonna be bonkers, redonkulous, other made up words.
New era.
That's right. Tom's Bobby Gucci, whatever, interesting character. He knows what he's doing, and he's off to a great start.
And we thank everybody for watching not only this episode, but being such great supporters of the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Whether you tell your aunt, your uncle, your dead ferret about the Movie Trivia Schmoedown, or you join our Patreon. Check it out today and select which tier is right for you. That is Ken, Why We Love Star Wars Knapsack. He's an author in addition to being America's foremost foot model. I am merely Mark Baby Carrots Ellis, and we'll see you real soon at the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Okay, let's run everybody off. I hope I remember everybody. Thank you, Mark and Ken and Klee and Jen and Shannon and Mr. CCCC, also known as the Barbarian, which I'm still shocked isn't trademarked, and Finstock and Bobby Gucci and Tom Dagnio and was that everybody? Oh, and Elvis. Forgot about Elvis. How can I forget about Elvis? He gave the Barbarian some of those answers. Don't think I didn't notice that. I'm on to you. Keeping my eye on you. Okay, so that was very fun. I really think I'm gonna like the Barbarian character. The playing off the dead ferret Chinchilla Godzilla thing. I think is gonna be a lot of fun moving forward. I definitely would like to see him in the free-for-all, and with a victory in his debut match, I think that's almost as certain that will happen. Klee Wiggins played very well. Unfortunately, just questions at the very end, just didn't know the answers to, which it happens. Can't you see? It happens with me all the time. I know about 3 questions a match, so it obviously can happen. So Corruption, unfortunately, has not gotten off to the best of starts this year, in the singles division at least, but there's always time to turn it around. Bobby Gucci's stable looks like it's just picking right where it left off last year. Obviously, it's going to have the champion regardless of what happens tomorrow in Atlanta. So, looks like Mr. Tom Dagnio, Bobby Gucci, whatever, as I said, whatever he chooses to call himself every day. Keep in mind, I said that first. Rewind the video if you don't believe me. I said it first, and I said it many videos before that. It looks like he's in great position early on to take potential manager of the year. So, what else is new? The grass is green, the sky is blue, and Tom Dagnio is a really good manager. Am I telling you something that you don't know? Probably not. So, we're getting off to a great start. We're going to be 2 months into the Schmoedown, pretty much heading into tomorrow, the live show, which obviously you can see live in person or on live stream, depending on when you choose to see it, where you choose to see it. And JTH hopefully will be able to react to it that night, but no guarantee, so you'll find out if you choose to see my reaction. But don't worry, if you don't see it, you surely will not be the only one that did not see my reaction to it. So, That's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Always watch their content first. It is the right thing to do. You can follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1 and follow all the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown content, the Facebook page, the Twitter page at the Schmoedown, the official website, theschmoedownlive.com, and become a patron if you can. It goes a long way. So, until next time, I will see you for the next batch of matches. This is JTH. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I bid you adieu.